Welcome to your first screencast of the semester. I sometimes use these when I assign a homework assignment that we may not have time in class to describe, or if we miss too many lectures due to bad weather, so that you guys don't get behind in the course material and you can stay in your dorms wearing your pajamas if you want. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you just a few minutes of an overview of your ecological footprint assignment that is due on Monday. To find the assignment, go to Course Materials, click on Week 1, and then scroll down and you'll see the Ecological Footprint Online Calculator. So click on this, and it's going to take you to this website. Okay, and it may ask you to add your name or ask for your email address. You don't have to do this. Okay, so just skip whatever messages you get. So you start here and you click where we're from, which is the United States, obviously. And then you're going to start your ecological footprint quiz. And basically, again, we are asking how many planets does it take if everyone lived like you did or I did. So begin. It's going to give you an option to get started, or if you want to save your ecological footprint, you can do so so that you can access it later. But we will be recording the results in a class spreadsheet. So click to get started, and then you can pick a gender and you can give them all kinds of different hairstyles. I like to randomly generate because you never know what you're going to get. Alright, so it's now going to give you a number of different questions. So you can choose a couple different things. You can enter basic information. This doesn't take as long. Or you can enter more detailed information. So the detailed information might be easy to do for your food, but it may be a little bit harder if you're trying to look at your, your power bills and things like that. So, and I think you can do a combination of them. So if I were to start to do this, I would, slide them over. So I eat that infrequently. I don't eat poultry anymore. I don't eat pork. I do eat fish, and I do eat a lot of dairy. So just click OK. And then you have to decide how much of your food is processed and packaged, so not grown here in Loretto essentially. And I would assume it would be most of the food for us, especially this time of year. Or you can choose to do more complex information here. So, here you can say half and half, etc. But I'm just going to click OK. So basically, you're going to go through all of these different prompts, okay? And I'm going to continue doing this, but I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to show you what the results are, so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Now I've finished my quiz, and here we can see the results. The next step is to go back to our Blackboard page, and then we're going to search for our spreadsheet. So what I've done is I've actually opened up a second web browser just to make things easier to compare. Just scroll down to the Ecological Footprint class data sheet, and it's going to take you to an Excel document. Now I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller so we can easily compare. So where are we going to get these numbers? We're going to get them from this output. So this pie chart is the breakdown of our ecological footprint. So for food, I've used 13%. So I'm going to type a 13 into our spreadsheet. All right, shelter is about, is it not showing it? Okay, shelter is 15%. Mobility, 11%. Goods, 11%. And then finally, services, 50%. And I know that it sounds like an awful lot there, that services would make up half of our ecological footprint, but I want you to think about this for a second. We take it for granted how much electricity we use. We take for granted the fact that we have running water and we have sewers and things like that. These take a toll on your ecological footprint. Not everyone on the planet has access to these things. So the next part of the spreadsheet, you don't have to enter everything, since these are kind of the basic things that we're looking at. So you now have to look at the number of planet Earths. So if everyone lived like me, we would need 4 planet Earths. Okay, and you'll notice how there are formulas in the spreadsheet that automatically fill out. Now as far as CO2 tons, here I produce 18.2 tons of carbon dioxide. Okay, so that fills out. And then finally, global acres, you'll find that here. So I use 17.7 global acres. All right, so 17.7. All right, so basically, that's all I need you to do. You'll notice that there are averages at the bottom, and we're going to see what our ecological footprint is on average as a class. And then over the course of the semester, as you develop your environmental action plan, and you're going to find easy things that you can do to cut down your ecological footprint. We're going to do this again, and then we'll have an interesting comparison to see how much just one environmental studies class can save. All right, so when you do this, just enter your last name. That provides a little bit of anonymity for you, for those of you who maybe you're going to have more Earths than I do, because I eat very little meat, and meat is ecologically expensive. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. If there are any glitches with the spreadsheet, which could happen, just make sure to send me an email and we'll get that done. You guys have a good weekend, and I will see you on Monday.